When people think about ultra wealthy billionaires and where they live in the US, they typically think of Beverly Hills, Miami Beach, or New York City. But what a lot of people fail to realize is that Las Vegas is quietly becoming a magnet for ultra high net worth individuals. Not just talking about celebrities and athletes, we're talking about tech founders, hedge fund managers, casino moguls, and other entrepreneurs quickly moving to the Las Vegas Valley. In fact, Nevada just set a record for the highest priced condo sold in the state at $21 million from a California billionaire looking to seek Nevada residency. With proposals like the California billionaire tax and the recently passed Washington millionaire tax, a lot of ultra high net worth individuals are seeking residency in states with lower income tax, privacy, and luxury real estate. So Las Vegas has been a popular landing spot for them. Today, we're going to break down where the ultra wealthy actually live in Las Vegas. And first, we're going to start with Country Club Hills, what most of us call Billionaires Row. Located in the heart of Summerlin and surrounded by PGA Tour course TPC, there lies Country Club Hills, and homes start here around 1.4 million, which by our ultra luxury community guide is actually really affordable. However, we're talking specifically about this double guard gate behind Country Club Hills called the Enclave. And here, real estate prices jump dramatically, starting around 5 to 20 million. And some of the notable residents are Steve Wynn, who had his former residence here, and the Furtada family, the owners of Stations Casino here in Las Vegas. What makes the Enclave special isn't just the price point, but its feel. So most of these luxury communities do feel like a community with these really gorgeous estate homes, but the Enclave does things a little differently. Due to its custom homes, meticulous landscaping, and thoughtful attention to details, the Enclave feels more like a collection of boutique hotels in a row as opposed to just a luxury community. And just down the road from Country Club Hills, we have Tournament Hills. It's another private community, double guard gated in Summerlin, also surrounded by TPC golf course. However, Tournament Hills focuses more on estate homes, really large, expansive lots. Homes typically have really long private driveways, lush landscaping, resort-style pools, so it feels more like Beverly Hills than Las Vegas. And home prices here start around 3.5 million up to 50 million, depending on your exact lots. And notable residents here include Dana White, the owner and founder of UFC, and Miriam Adelson, the widow of Sheldon Adelson, the CEO and founder of Sands Corp. And if you continue down into Summerlin, you have the Summit Club, which I believe is the most private and secure community in Las Vegas. This private members-only community created by Discovery Land is one of the most secure places in Las Vegas, and gaining access is nearly impossible. For context, the HOA is about $30,000 a year, and homes range about $20 to $40 million. So what exactly does $30,000 a year really get you? First of all, you have award-winning Tom Fazio designed golf course. You have a huge clubhouse, fitness, spa, all world-class amenities, concierge service. But what really makes it shine is their dedicated outdoor pursuits team, which organizes private hiking trails through Red Rock, glamping trips in Valley of Fire, and water sport activities in Lake Mead. And to give you some context on how thorough they are, it's rumored that there's a pond inside Summit Club that has a dedicated staff member that makes sure there's lots of fish in the pond and fishing rods and bait, so you can just pull up and do a fishing trip right in your backyard. And notable residents include Mark Wahlberg, Bill Foley, who's the owners of the Vegas Golden Knights, and most recently Don Hankey, who did the record purchase of a highest priced condo at 21 million inside the Summit Club. Right down the road from the Summit Club is the Ridges, nestled right up against Red Rock Ridgeline. And Bear's Best Golf Course has actually a really interesting story. It was recently purchased by two residents of the Ridges for about $30 million to create an elevated golf course experience. However, the rumors are that the residents of the Ridges didn't really love all the foot traffic of Bear's Best being a public course. So they bought it to make it just a little bit more exclusive. That kind of investment is really showing you where the direction of this community is going right now. And what makes this community really stand out in South Summerlin is that it's built up right against the ridgeline, so you get some of the best panoramic views of the city from this vantage point. And views have been one of the biggest drivers of appreciation, especially in Summerlin, where it's a little bit more difficult to get this really expansive, highly elevated view. Notable residents include Carlos Santana, Penn Jillette, and several Vegas Golden Knight players because of its convenient location close to City Arena, which is their practice arena, and they find it really convenient to get to and from practice. And home prices here start about $1.5 million to all the way up to $20 million, depending on size, lot, and views. Carved right into the Black Mountain Range, we have Ascaya community, which has dramatic views of the Strip and the surrounding desert. And what makes it unique is its strict design aesthetic, which is desert contemporary. Ascaya is a custom home community, which means you select your lot and your builder. However, you will have to submit all design concepts to the HOA Ascaya committee to review to make sure it's still aesthetically cohesive throughout the community. Lot pricing here starts at $1.4 million all the way up to $18 million. And keep in mind, that's just the lot. You're buying the lot to build your home on. That doesn't even include the actual structure of your home, which you should count significantly more money for. And notable residents include Mark Davis, who is the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Not too far from Ascaya, we have MacDonald Highlands, which offers a lot more design flexibility. You'll find homes that lean Mediterranean all the way up to ultra modern in their community. However, within MacDonald Highlands, the area that attracts the most high-profile clientele is behind their double guard gate Dragon Ridge community. And notable residents behind the double guard gate of Dragon Ridge is Nancy Walton, the heir of Walmart, Steve Aoki, Anthony Shea, which is the founder of Loan Depot, and the Churn family, who are the founders of Panda Express. Dragon Ridge naturally attracts a lot of ultra-high net worth Asian clientele because the natural ridgeline of the McCullough Mountains, which surrounds the Dragon Ridge community, it has the natural formation of a sleeping dragon, which is really great feng shui and offers the community lots of protection and abundance energy. This community is also adding the ultra luxury Four Seasons high-rise condominium, which is adding a lot of renewed interest and higher price points into this community. Median price point homes in MacDonald Highlands are around $2.5 million. However, if we go behind the double guard gate of Dragon Ridge, we're looking around closer to $9 to $10 million. Another Henderson gem is Seven Hills, long popular with athletes and people in the entertainment business. Homes here typically have larger lots, views of the golf course, and strip views. So it's really popular with buyers that want privacy without sacrificing any conveniences. Seven Hills has a large product range. They have medium price point homes starting around $500,000. However, if we're talking about the ultra exclusive guard gated custom home communities, the price points are typically ranging from $2 to $8 million. Notable residents in Seven Hills include Mike Tyson, actor Dean Cain, and the founder of eBay. And the last community we have is Southern Highlands, most commonly known as Athlete Central. Southern Highlands is home to Southern Highlands Golf Club. So it's a popular spot for professional golfers and also professional football players for the Raiders because of its close proximity to the Raiders practice facility and Allegiant Stadium. Other notable residents include Nick Carter, Lisa Vanderpump, and Shaquille O'Neal, which interestingly enough purchased Wayne Newton's previous residence. Las Vegas has quietly turned into one of the top real estate destinations in America. And with no state income tax, high security communities, and close proximity to the West Coast, it's no surprise that lots of ultra high net worth individuals are choosing to relocate. And as ultra wealthy residents of California, Washington State, and New York are relocating to Las Vegas, we're seeing record breaking sales and new luxury communities popping up into the market. So if you would like to tour some of these exclusive communities with me, I love to help. You can find all my contact information at the Thomas Group LV and subscribe to the channel to see home tours of these communities. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.